Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Crash Bandicoot n.sane Trilogy. Last time we mostly finished up the third tier and defeated Tiny Tiger, but we still have to get to the secret entrance in Road to Ruin, and the only way to do that is by finding the secret exit in Diggin''It. Now aesthetically this level does look like the boulder chasing levels. We're not running away from anything this time. Well, we sort of are. But we're not running against the camera or anything like that. Well, we sort of are. I really don't like digging it. The thing is, as I said, the secret exit for this level is right at the end. So normally what I try and do is just complete the level, grab the gem, grab the crystal, and then just carry on, backtrack a little bit to the platform that the hidden exit is on. Thing is, this is my third take of this level. The first one is because I forgot how close to the end the secret exit was. The second time was just because I was failing spectacularly. And we've seen how just about every single part of the n.sane Trilogy has started up so far. Crash 1 and Crash 2. It's begun with me dying so many times in every single level. And I don't like it anymore. It looks bad. Sonic Heroes this ain't. So, the main thing that it's either me just timing everything badly. For one moment, one of those grenade things exploded prematurely. I don't know what that was all about. So I'm just... Oh, and I still got hurt. What happened to my invincibility frames? I mean, I know it took me a while to realise I got hurt, but my invincibility frames usually last longer than that. Great, now I have no Aku Aku. Because there is a death route in this level. You gotta make sure you don't get hurt. You know, getting to the death route is not so bad. It's the actual death route itself. You know, it's the point of a death route. Right, now something I only discovered a few hours ago is that there's actually a hidden thing up here that leads to a whole load of extra lives. Well, not a whole load of extra lives, a few extra lives. I'm gonna try and see if I can get up there. But it's probably not going to try and let me do that now. Come on. I just saw the tip of the iron crates just then. It's kind of easy to miss. It's not going to do it for me now, is it? Nope. Not going to want me to get up there. Yep, didn't work. Oh, and I missed that extra life as well. Well, there's extra lives up there. On those little, that row of steel crates. I don't know how many's up there. There's the crate. Right, so the death route is just along here, but unfortunately I really hate digging it because you have to go along the death route and then backtrack against the camera, and this isn't like the pits. This is much bigger, and you have a lot more hazards to avoid, and you have bees that are coming from the other side of the camera so you can't see them. And you got to spin into them at a moment's notice. Now here it's not too bad, I say, as that happens. That keeps happening. Right, because of all the failed attempts I had at this checkpoint on the first two goes, it's given me the pity mask straight away. Yeah, that bit I find to be pretty tricky in itself. Now it is possible to go along the main route and then just backtrack along the death route. I don't know why they bothered making it a death route. But either way, you have to backtrack against the camera. Now I'm going to see if I can just keep going. Because, yeah, there is a set distance to the bees. They can only go so far. Ah, slide jump. I see what I did wrong there. But yeah, the bees can only go so far, so your best option is to just keep running away from them. And it's kind of tricky when you constantly have a bunch of piranha plants firing grenades out of their mouths. They actually throw them in the original Crash 2. Here they're sort of spitting them. I actually like the throwing look more. I think it makes them look more badass. Like it's almost like they're military plans. I didn't even notice he threw another grenade. This is what I've been trying to avoid on the past two parts, but it just keeps happening. Just death after death after death Supposed to be a let's play, damn it. I know my description says I'll beat rather unprofessionally. You know, give me a reason to change the description, why don't you? Just keep running until he keeps doing that. I swear, every enemy in this level, I swear, is more aggressive here compared to the original version. Like, these bees especially. It's not so bad here because there's only one bee at a time. But in Behaving, the other level that's like this, you get like 5 bees coming towards you. And you pretty much have to outrun them there because the spin doesn't last long enough to defeat all 5. Was that the pit that killed me or the sting? I honestly couldn't tell if it was the pit or the sting that killed me. Right. Let's just do that because I can do that in this level. But that's what you gotta watch out for when you're backtracking, because they just actively come out at you. Yeah, I guess it's possible with a trick slide jump, maybe? No, I'm not gonna do that. Because if I get that now, if I die further on, I'm gonna have to backtrack. That's what you gotta watch out for. I can't see I can't hear the bees because of the recording setup. Now you can dig in this. This is why it's called digging it. So they have one bee and they're gonna keep coming, but I can't see them this time. There's the hive. I think you actually have to go past the hive in order for the bees to appear. Or maybe not. I think one was about to appear then. And you can actually kill these guys from underneath. And the bees can't hurt you when you're down here. And I do actually think it looks a lot better in the original Crash 2. Here it's Crash's legs. And the original Crash just like lifts one arm out to try and attack enemies. And it looks really funny. I mean, that's fine and all, but it looks so much funnier when it's just one arm. Like, ew, get away, ew, a bee, shoo. Right, there's a checkpoint. Right, I believe this is the really annoying one, because I think bees do come towards you in this bit. Or somewhere they do. That was it! Someone's death. Oh, crash your eyes. Yeah, I forgot. That happens in the n.sane Trilogy. I don't know why it does that. That's something that only happens in the n.sane Trilogy. Every time you respawn there, it seems to glitch out the camera. I really don't know why that happens. I believe that's it. No, it's not. Whoa, bee. Bee. Ah. That is actually a trophy, by the way. You do have to get stung by the bee. Now, I forget what Coco's animation for it looks like. Oh, maybe we'll see it in Behaving. I'd rather hope we don't, but maybe we will. We probably will. Same bee! These suicidal bees. Bees die if they get stung. Wasps can sting as many times as they want, but a bee will die. I'm not just getting that from the Bee Movie, that is an actual fact. See, it's easier when you can hear the bee. But even then, you've still got to carefully time it. Like, you got to make sure that you spin, like, as the bee comes on screen. That time it was the bomb. This is where I usually get my game overs, no matter how many lives I have. I have never beaten Crash 2 without getting multiple game overs. I am that bad. I mean, I can now beat Crash 1 without getting game overs just because of how many lives it gives you, but this one I don't think gives you as many. And Crash 3, I am finally able to do it. These freaking bees! I need a headset, something that will allow me to hear the sounds when I'm recording. I need something of the sort. Something that will allow me to hear what's going on in the game without having to have the TV volume super low, so I can do something like hearing bees. It's a bit late now, but still, it'll help in the future. Right, keep going. How much more is there? Please tell me it's leveling out. There we go. Now we're gonna go all the way back through it again. Alright, thankfully I have taken... They do get close to you though. Thankfully, I have taken out most of the piranha plants. I've got to watch out for electric barriers, though. Right. Bees are timed. So maybe if you can learn the time, then you're fine. Just keep going. Yeah, there's a lot more digging in the level called Behaving. I mean, there's a lot more bees in the level called Behaving, so I get the title, but it does. For a level called Digging It, you're really not digging that much, right? There we go. See how much faster it is when you go that way? Right. Oh, I wonder what that piranha plant's doing on that lonely island just there. I'm suspicious. I do still have to backtrack away from these bees, though. There's no way of destroying the hive. Alright, now watch out for this guy. If he hits you, you get your own little tombstone. And he can, with that big mallet, he can hit you whilst you're digging. Oh! What the? Whoa, Crash just fell super fast. What happened there? It's like I hit the bomb. And then I think the bee stung me. But, yeah, it's like I hit the bomb and the bee stung me. And then I just fell super fast. Why is that speed booster there? But yeah, this guy can hit you when you're digging. Sorry if I'm in this level, because he's the only one there, I believe. But there will be several of them in Behaving. Oh no, there is another one here. Take him out first. And I hit the thorns. If that was the original Crash 2, that wouldn't be a problem, right? I'm just... We've seen the end of the level. I'll just cut to when I get the gem and see if I can backtrack. Right. Here we go. Crash's eyes are terrifying me, and now I gotta try and backtrack again. There's bees. So watch out for bees. Come on, bees. Ooh, that was close. Right, I think there's 2 hives. Come on, bees. Where are you? They don't come on, actually. Oh. Okay, they gave up in that hive. Right, so we have a piranha plant on a particularly lonely island over here. I'm just not going to comment. Oh, wait. I forgot. I can just do this now. Yeah, that death wasn't too bad. At least I keep the gems. And that takes me to Warp Room 6. So we can now finally go into the Road to Ruin. But first, just take care of all of our stuff from digging it. Don't know where it's going. It magically ends up in the other warp room. Right. Put back Coco. And now we can go and finish Road to Ruin. Now, this one is a particularly annoying one, just because of how little level there is. That you why even bother? Why bother giving you a secret entrance? Because there's barely anything here. Right, now here's one thing you gotta watch out for. That. Remember the lab? Yeah, they do it here too. Now, what's really stupid is that, you know, bad enough that the lab didn't give you any warning. You'd think in the remaster that means that they would give you the warning, because it was there's like one single Wumpa fruit on top of that TNT box. On top of the box, on top of the TNT box. And that was your warning that something wasn't right down there. So that was definitely an improvement over the lab, which didn't give you any warning about the TNT. And you'd think that they would, that Vicarious Visions would have seen that as a good idea, and they would have added that Wumpa fruit on top of the TNT in the lab and keep the one here. But no, they decided to take it out of, they decided to remove the Wumpa fruit from here. Oops. and decide instead to just make that a much worse trap now. Because I do not like that design at all. Like, you have to know that that's there. Sonic, the Dimps in Sonic Advance would take that to the extreme of having to know that the hazard is there. That's why I don't like Sonic Advance. I'm sorry, I say it, I don't like Sonic Advance or Sonic Rush really. Because they are just filled with stuff like that. Oh, there's the third island off in the background. So we are at the Wampa Islands then. We are definitely in Australia. So why are there gorillas here? I mean, I guess one could say maybe Cortex kidnapped, like, captured the gorillas. Because they are somewhat robotic, but at the same time, what's with the gorilla statues then? And where's all the levels from Sonic 1? Why can't I see them? Why can't I see Sunset Vista? We're okay, we don't need to take that. We've already done it. No boxes there. Get out of the way. Right, isn't ruination. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going, he says. Right. Don't know why I'm bothering with collecting all of the Wampa fruit. I mean, actually, looking at my life count, I died over 10 times in digging it. So, maybe I should, especially if we add all of the other times I died in the first 2 attempts. Ooh, barely made that. We do have to go up here. I don't know why I showed this off the first time around. Because it's not like it would have done anything good. Yep, so I don't know what the point of this is, but you have to do it. Wrath of Cortex would sort of bring that concept back of having to hit one nitro crate to activate others. I don't think it's ever used in Crash 3. I think Crash 1 did it one time in Road to Nowhere, and they do it here. Wrath of Cortex would do it in the level Ghost Town. It's a short little minecart level. The collision detection can be quite questionable, and I don't like having to do it, but you have to do it once in every lap. But it is something that they sort of brought back. I think I hit him the second time. There we go. And that's it. 89 out of 89. We've finally done the Road to Ruin. So we can now continue on with the 4th warp room. Looking at the time, what's the shortest level in the 4th warp room? Unfortunately, they don't really exist. So, what would be the shortest level? I think this warp room is going to have to be 3 parts, just because there's so much backtracking in this warp room. So basically, digging it's going to be nearly a part in itself. Let's see. Yeah. Let's just make it a slightly bigger video. Let's go to Ruination. Either way, every single level in this warp room has 2 pathways to take. There's either 2 pathways, or there's like a hidden pathway that on like a gem path or a death route or something like that. So for digging it, we had the death route and we had to backtrack along the path. They annoyingly placed nitro crate. That one didn't have any warning in the original either. Okay. I don't know what were you hoping to accomplish there, Mr. Frilled Lizard? Right, one thing I actually do like to try and do is blow this guy up. Just like that. Right. Go up here. You can already see the gorilla off in the distance. Who's tossing him the logs? Right. We saw this just a moment ago, but this time... Yep. Oh, and the torch stopped me. Oh well. I mean, I survived. Now, the well-timed spin tornado jump, it is actually possible to get over there. At least in the original, I think it is. See, did we really need a gem platform for that? It could at least get to the end. Again, thank you, vibrating controller. No thank you, vibrating controller. And just like in Road to Ruin's Death Route, this level has you... this pathway does take you beyond the crystal, I believe. Or at least beyond boxes. So once you get to the end, you can either just start the level again, or die. Get to the end of the level and start again, or just die. That'll probably be the quicker option. Right, this part, I hate this part. Because I can't exactly see the log because Coco's in the way. Right. Die! Please die! Right, we're gonna jump on these things, which do not take you with them. Oh, I hate when platforms do this, but you still slide off the edge. Ooh! Right, now we have another one of these gorillas. I think. It's a bit further on. Okay, a bit further on. Ah, free Aku Aku. Suspicious. I mean, I saw him there. Yep, there we go. At least you can actually see the logs coming, but I still don't think it helps much. Go. Oh. Oh, there we go then. Down I go. Oh, normally her laptop comes back up. Look, I'm in the 20s now. I was in the late 40s a moment ago. I haven't even gotten to my two least favourite levels yet. Which I consider to be the two worst levels in the game. Digging It was bad enough, but they get worse. Two levels get so much worse. And that's strange considering that those two levels are backtracking in 2D. But it's still so much worse. Coco, thank you. Right, you don't want to destroy the two middle ones. Well, you don't want to destroy those three there, otherwise you will not be able to get to the ones on the other side. Thank you. I don't know why she wasn't doing the super jump there. I don't care if I've missed it. Here, just because I like to do it this way. Whoa, that thing was coming after me. That's an aggressive steel crate. Okay, not what I was going for. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, at least I gained 1 life out of that. Not quite 2 though. Right, now I don't know how much of this level's left. That monkey. Oh, there's the monkey. I think I bounced off of him though, so that's alright. Oh, just as it was going away. Oh, there's another one. But I could have had 2. Ow. Right, come on. Let me get this guy. It's always satisfying when I get this guy. I didn't get him. That is really satisfying to do if you can time that one just right and actually get him. I do not condone animal violence. There's our crystal. Right, these are much harder to stay on, I find, in the original. Maybe it's the D-pad controls. Now I think what they want you to do is they want you to spin one of these guys into this nitro switch box. I prefer to jump on it, assuming I can actually do it, and I really should have gone for the checkpoint first. Can I get him this time? No. I tried. What kind of a noise was that? Yeah, that's that head. That doesn't even look like a gorilla head. That looks like some sort of prehistoric human head. This is a Neanderthal. Homo erectus. Right. That's... yeah. Now one problem that does come from this is that anytime I die, I do have to get... oh, that thing stayed still for a little bit. Anytime you die, you do now have to go back and get that again. Right, at least these ones aren't crumbling. Not how I plan on doing that, but okay. 84 out of 84. A fun fact, on my very first playthrough of the original Crash 2, I think it was in Road to Ruin, I spun into one of those gorillas, and then Crash ended up clipping into the block it was standing on. And it was like the upper half of his body was outside the block, but his legs were stuck inside, and I couldn't move anywhere. That was an interesting glitch. Anyway, this part's already gone on forever. So, let's just end the part here, once Coco gets rid of all of the gems. Alright. Oh, cutscene.
Crash, I haven't got much time. Cortex has almost completed the new space station. Something's not right with his statements. Beware the tricks he's trying.
And that is what I was talking about. That just seems so weird. But I guess we're trying to avoid paradoxes somewhat. Crash is wondering who's taking the other crystals. But anyway, we still have 3 levels left. This one has a secret exit. This one has a secret pathway. And this one can go die in a fire. I'm just going to do that one first. Alright, next time, Cold Hard Crash, the most infamous level in the game. And I will see you guys then.